He wasn't loud. He wasn't flashy. But he changed the world, more than any rock star or president ever could. A boy with glasses, a stutter, and a deep curiosity, sat alone in a basement, typing away at a machine no one believed in. They laughed. They mocked. But he saw the future. And he didn't just predict it. He built it. This is the story of Bill Gates. Not just the billionaire tech genius, but the misunderstood dreamer. The ruthless competitor. The man who rose, fell, and returned. To try and save the world. Childhood. October 28, 1955. Seattle, Washington. William Henry Gates III was born into privilege, but not comfort. His father was a respected lawyer. His mother, a civic leader with high expectations. Discipline was expected. Excellence was demanded. Bill was different. Quiet. Obsessive. Lost in thought. While other kids played baseball, Bill devoured encyclopedias. At just 8 years old, he read the entire World Book series. Not once, but twice. His teachers didn't understand him. He got bored in class. Zoned out. Daydreamed about math problems. And computers. But in 1968, something happened that would change everything. Key turning points. Lakeside School. An elite private institution. And the first in Seattle to install a computer terminal. The moment Bill touched a keyboard, something clicked. He felt home. It wasn't a toy. It was a gateway. Hours turned into nights. He'd skip lunch. Skip sleep. All to learn how to make the machine obey him. At 13, he wrote his first computer program, a simple game of tic-tac-toe. But he wanted more. Soon, he hacked into the school's computer system. Got caught. Got banned. But instead of punishment, the school struck a deal. Help us improve the system, they said. And you can keep coding. This was Bill's first taste of power and forgiveness. This was Bill's first taste of power and forgiveness. It wouldn't be the last. Struggles and failures. In 1973, Bill entered Harvard. Not to become a doctor or lawyer, but to satisfy his parents. Deep down, his heart wasn't there. Meanwhile, in New Mexico, a small company called MITS released the Altair 8800, the first personal computer kit. Bill saw an ad in a magazine. Something inside him screamed, "This is it." He called MITS and lied. Said he and his friend Paul Allen had already written software for it. They hadn't. They had nothing. But they worked day and night for weeks, no sleep, no food, building a version of BASIC for the Altair. It worked. MITS bought it. Bill dropped out of Harvard. And Microsoft was born. But it wasn't easy. The tech world laughed at them. Two kids in a garage, selling software when hardware ruled the world? It sounded like a joke. They were broke. Living on ramen. Coding 18 hours a day. Bill was intense. Demanding. Brutal, even. People feared working with him. But behind that tough exterior, was a kid still trying to prove something. Comeback or major success. Then came the deal that changed history. In 1980, IBM came knocking. They needed an operating system. Bill didn't have one. But he knew someone who did. He bought a small OS called QDOS for $50,000. Repackaged it. Rebranded it. Called it MS-DOS. IBM took the bait. But Bill made one genius move. He kept the license. IBM could sell the PCs. But Microsoft would own the software. It was unheard of. And it made Microsoft rich. As the PC revolution exploded, MS-DOS became the backbone. Then came Windows. Then Office. By the mid-90s, Microsoft was untouchable. Bill Gates became the richest man in the world. But success came at a cost. He was called a monopolist, a tyrant. The US government sued him for antitrust violations. His name, once respected, became feared. His face, the symbol of corporate greed. Behind the scenes, Bill was unraveling. He stopped smiling. Lost weight. The boy who loved code had become the man everyone wanted to destroy. Redemption and transformation. In 2000, Bill stepped down as Microsoft's CEO. Many thought it was defeat. But it was rebirth. Alongside his wife Melinda, he founded the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His mission? Not to build software, but to save lives. He poured billions into vaccines, education, and sanitation. He met with world leaders, fought malaria, and helped bring AIDS treatment to the world's poorest countries. Quietly. Relentlessly. Obsessively, like he always did. Bill wasn't trying to be loved. He was trying to matter. In the shadows of his empire, he found a new kind of power. Compassion. Legacy. Bill Gates never cared about luxury. He wore the same sweaters, drove an ordinary car, ate the same cheeseburger from Dick's Drive-In. He once said, "I can understand wanting $1 million. But once you get beyond that, I have to tell you, it's the same hamburger." He reads 50 books a year. Still takes handwritten notes. Still asks more questions than he gives answers. And despite his divorce, criticism, and conspiracies, he wakes up every day, still trying to fix the world. Not with charisma. Not with tweets. But with work. Emotional closure. Bill Gates wasn't born with genius. He built it, with obsession, curiosity, and grit. He faced doubt. Faced hate. Faced the mirror of his own ambition. And still chose to evolve. From nerd to titan. From titan to villain. From villain to healer. That is the journey of a life well lived. So if you ever feel too strange, too quiet, too underestimated, remember Bill Gates. You don't have to be loud to change the world. You just have to believe in a future no one else can see. And never stop building it. OUTRO. If this story moved you, like, comment, and share it with someone who dreams different. Because maybe they're just one keyboard away from changing the world.